There is a soft space here for you, a quiet place where the breath slows and the heart loosens its grip. If today feels heavy, that is okay. If there is a knot in the chest or a tremble in the belly, that is okay too. Let the breath come in like a tide and go out like a tide. Inhale through the nose, slow and easy. Exhale through the mouth, a little longer than the inhale. With each out-breath, let the shoulders drop a bit. Place a hand over the heart and feel its steady rhythm. This moment is enough. Nothing needs to be fixed in a hurry. Nothing needs to be perfect. The body listens to gentle words. The mind softens when it hears kind language. The breath is the messenger that carries those words to every cell. Say softly, "It is safe to pause." Say softly, "It is safe to start fresh." Notice how the jaw loosens when kindness is spoken. Notice how the eyes relax when pressure is taken off. The nervous system hears tone before content, and a caring tone lowers the inner noise. The breath is a bridge between thoughts and tissues. When the inner voice is hard, muscles brace. When the inner voice is warm, muscles release. When breath is slow and kind, the stomach calms, the chest opens, and the throat feels clear. Set a simple intention for today. Nothing grand, not a big leap, just a small light that guides the next few hours. You might whisper, "Today I open my heart to kind, clear words." These words do not erase pain in a flash, but they make a good soil for healing to grow. See how the body reacts to this intention. Maybe there is a softer breath. Maybe the spine lifts a little. Tiny signs count. Take 3 more slow breaths. On the next exhale, say quietly, "I do not have to rush." On the next inhale, allow the belly to rise like a calm wave. On the next exhale, say, "I can be gentle with myself." Place both feet flat if possible and feel the ground support you. Ground gives safety, and safety opens the door to clarity. The mind rests when it learns it is safe. The body heals when it learns it is safe. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a cherished soul. Use simple, honest phrases. Let them be like warm tea to the heart. Today is about words that unlock calm and create movement. Think of words as friendly tools. When used with care, they build a home inside. When used without care, they build walls that block the light. This is not about blame. This is about choice. Old phrases may have been learned in hard times. They tried to keep things under control. They tried to prevent hurt. Thank them for trying. Now choose language that supports life. If the mind says, "I must be perfect," meet it with, "I can grow step by step." If the mind says, "Everything is falling apart," meet it with, "I can steady one small area right now." Feel how the body responds to the swap. The shoulders ease, the breath lengthens, the heart rate slows, the stomach releases some tightness. These shifts are not tiny, they are part of real change. Each calmer breath tells the nervous system there is space to think clearly. Each kinder phrase tells the body it can stop bracing and begin to mend. Bring attention to the face, unclench the teeth, soften the tongue, relax the space between the brows, let the eyes rest. Speak to the body with warmth. "Thank you for carrying me." The body listens to acknowledgement like a meadow listens to rain. Where there is pressure, give space. Where there is fear, give patience. Where there is shame, give kindness. Take one more breath and decide that for the next hour, language will be soft, simple, and true. If a harsh sentence rises, it can be paused, reworded, and released. No drama, just care. Say, "I choose gentle words." Say, "I choose slow breaths." Say, "I choose to be on my side." Feel the spine lift a little more. Feel a steadiness come in. This is the beginning. A small beginning is still a beginning, and small steps repeated become a path. Now let us look at why words matter so much and how they shape both the inner world and the outer path. Words are not only sounds, they are signals that the mind and body follow. When a phrase is repeated, the mind learns it as a rule and starts to look for proof of it. When the inner voice says, "I can't," the body tightens and breath shortens because the system is preparing for struggle. The shoulders roll forward, the eyes scan for threat, and solutions hide behind a fog. When the inner voice says, "I can take one small step," the body receives a different code. The spine rises, the gaze lifts, and the mind opens a window to fresh air. The nervous system does not need complex words. It needs steady, caring words. It needs phrases that are believable and kind. Think of inner language as the weather inside. If the language is cold and stormy, the body braces. If the language is warm and clear, the body loosens and begins to heal. The heart loves truth spoken with care. The cells love steady hope. The brain loves simple, repeatable lines. This is why a few exact phrases used with sincerity can become anchors. They calm waves of worry. They remind the mind that there is a choice in how to think and how to speak to oneself. This is not forced cheer. This is not pretending that pain does not exist. This is honest care in the middle of life as it is. It says, "I see what hurts, and I also speak words that help me heal." There is a direct path from language to the breath, to the muscles, to the heart. A harsh sentence can spark a rush of stress chemicals. A caring sentence can ease that rush. Science has many names for these responses, but here we keep it simple. Words move the body. Words can bring a flood of tension or a wave of peace. When there is peace, the mind thinks better. Choices become clearer. Habit change becomes possible. This is why a change in language is not small. It is the first turn of the key. Once the key turns, the door can open. To work with words in daily life, keep 3 steps in mind. First, notice. Notice when the inner voice turns sharp. Notice when the body tightens at the same time. Second, pause. Give a breath or two before replying to the thought. Let the shoulders drop. Third, choose. Pick a phrase that is kind and true. For example, when the thought says, "This will never work," reply with, "I can try one simple step and learn from it." When the thought says, "I am so behind," reply with, "I can move at a steady pace that fits today." Watch how the stomach loosens a little and the throat clears. Feel how air moves more freely in the chest. This is the mind-body link. This is healing in action. Build a small routine with language. Morning, sit on the edge of the bed and place a hand over the heart. Say, "My words guide my day." Noon, take 1 minute to breathe and say, "My words support my body." Evening, as the light fades, whisper, "My words are kind to my mind." Small, steady acts make deep roots. One loving sentence said daily can change how choices are made, how rest happens, and how problems are faced. Let language be simple. Let it be steady. Let it be kind. Now meet the first key phrase. It is soft and strong at once. It does not push. It does not argue. It opens a door without force. The phrase is, "I am willing." Let those 3 words sit on the tongue. I am willing. Feel how they do not demand. They do not deny how things feel. They carry a gentle strength that says, "I can lean in a little." Willingness melts resistance. When there is resistance, the body tightens and the breath becomes shallow. The mind argues with itself and energy scatters. Willingness is like warm sunlight on frozen ground. It does not dig or pull. It softens. It makes space for the soil to loosen, and in that soft soil, new roots can grow. Say the words quietly now. I am willing. Notice the body as the phrase lands. Let the jaw release. Let the shoulders settle. Let the breath lengthen by a count of 1 or 2. If fear is present, that is okay. If sadness is present, that is okay. I am willing does not erase feelings. It holds them with care and creates room for movement. Add a short tail if it helps. I am willing to feel a little better. I am willing to learn a kinder way. I am willing to see one new option. The mind can accept willingness more easily than it accepts a big jump. If the mind resists I am joyful, it can still accept I am willing to find a small light. Willingness is a bridge from tension to ease, from doubt to a first step. Use I am willing when a task feels large. Use it when the inner voice says, this is too much. Say, I am willing to take one small step. Feel the breath change. Feel energy gather in a calm way. Use it when sleep is tangled. Say, I am willing to rest a little more each breath. Use it when worry spins. Say, I am willing to place this worry down for 1 minute. Then breathe for that minute. When the minute ends, choose another minute if it helps. No force, just willingness again and again, like soft waves shaping a shore. Link, I am willing with the body so the phrase has a home. Touch the heart each time you say it. Or place a hand on the belly and breathe low and slow as you say it. Let the feet press gently into the ground so the legs feel stable. These cues tell the nervous system you are supported. A supported system can change. An overwhelmed system cannot. I am willing reduces the sense of threat and the body stops bracing so hard. When bracing eases, the mind sees paths that were hidden a moment before. Here is a small practice for morning, noon, and night. Morning, sit upright and say, I am willing to meet today with gentle strength. Take 5 slow breaths, and after each breath repeat, I am willing. Noon, pause between tasks, set a 2-minute timer, breathe and say, I am willing to move at a kind pace. Let the shoulders drop and the jaw loosen. Night, before sleep, place a hand over the heart and say, I am willing to release this day. I am willing to rest. Let the exhale become longer than the inhale. If thoughts rise, answer them with, I am willing to let this wait until morning. These small loops train the mind and body to trust this phrase. There is also journaling that can make I am willing even stronger. Ask on paper, where can I be willing today? Write 3 small places. Keep them tiny. I am willing to drink a glass of water. I am willing to take a 5-minute walk. I am willing to speak one kind sentence to myself. Small is not weak. Small is doable. Doable builds trust. Trust builds momentum. Momentum builds change. If the mind says, this is not enough, answer with, small steps are the path. Feel the peace in that. When old thoughts rise, I always mess up. Nothing changes for me. Meet them with willingness, not fight. Fighting creates more tension. Willingness loosens the knot. Say, I am willing to see myself with kind eyes. Say, I am willing to learn a new way. Say, I am willing to receive help. These lines do not argue with pain. They give the heart room to breathe. Over days and weeks, the body learns to expect care rather than attack. Shoulders rest lower. Breath sits deeper. Sleep grows sweeter. Choices become clearer because the body is no longer in a constant brace. This is the mind-body link at work. If there is a moment where nothing seems to help, come back to the basics. Place both feet on the floor. Rest a hand on the heart. Breathe in for a slow count of 4. Exhale for a slow count of 6. Whisper, I am willing. Do this 3 times. Then pick one very small action that fits the moment. Pour a glass of water. Open a window for a minute. Step outside and look at the sky. Send one kind thought inward. I am doing my best. Say again, I am willing. The door may not fling open, but it will move. Even a small movement is proof of life. Even a small softening is proof of change. Make I am willing a friend that walks with you. Let it be the first phrase you reach for when fear knocks. Let it be the calm answer when the mind starts to push too hard. Let it be the way you meet yourself in each new hour. Willingness is not flashy, and it does not need to be. It is steady, it is kind, it is strong in a quiet way. Through it, the heart learns it is safe to open. Through it, the body learns it can relax and still be safe. Through it, life finds a kinder rhythm. Say it once more, with breath and care. I am willing. Let those words settle into every part of you. They know the way forward, one kind step at a time. Choice is a gentle power. It does not shout, it does not force. It sits in the heart and says, here is a path. When the words I choose rise on the breath, the body hears leadership without pressure. The spine lifts a little taller. The shoulders move back into a relaxed line. The jaw eases. The breath deepens, as if the lungs are willing to trust again. I choose gives the mind a kind focus. It tells the nervous system that there is a steady hand on the inner wheel. When thoughts run in circles, choice draws a simple circle in the sand and says, let us start here. In this moment, place a palm on the heart and another on the belly. Inhale softly through the nose. Exhale a little longer through the mouth. Say slowly, I choose. Pause. Let the words sink into the body. Say again, I choose thoughts that support my healing. Feel the phrase land like warm light across the chest. There is a quiet shift that happens when I have to becomes I choose to, or I choose not to. Pressure turns into clarity. Resentment turns into an honest direction. Instead of I have to get up early, try I choose to rise in a way that supports my day. Instead of I have to say yes, try I choose to honor my energy. Language shapes posture. Posture shapes breath. Breath shapes chemistry. This is not grand theory. It is a door you can open in the next minute. The door opens with small decisions. I choose a glass of water. I choose a calm pace. I choose to place my phone down for 5 minutes. These choices sound simple because they are simple. Simple changes build trust inside. Trust builds more change. Choice is a tender boundary. It does not harden the heart. It gives the heart a safe frame. When a request arrives and energy is low, choice says, I choose to pause before I answer. This pause gives space for truth. Truth spoken with care is a healing salve. Choice also softens perfection. When the mind says, it must be flawless, reply with, I choose progress over pressure. Feel how the stomach loosens when you say that. Feel how air moves more freely in the ribs. Choice turns a tight path into a wider one. Make I choose part of your morning rhythm. Before standing, sit at the edge of the bed. Place a hand on the heart and breathe slowly for 3 cycles. Whisper, I choose to greet this day with kindness. Name one simple action for the morning. I choose a gentle breakfast, or I choose a shower that feels like a reset, or I choose to breathe for 1 minute before any screen. At midday, give 2 minutes to a choice check-in. I choose to continue at a pace that fits today. If pressure rises, say, I choose to rest for 60 seconds. At night, before sleep, lay a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart. Say, I choose to release this day. I choose to sleep in peace. These tiny choices are lights along a path. Each light matters. There is a helpful practice called language hygiene. Notice the words that leak energy: should, must, always, never. Gently swap them for phrases that carry care and truth. I should work out becomes, I choose a kind way to move today. I must finish everything becomes I choose to complete one step well. I always fail becomes I choose to learn from this. I never get support becomes I choose to ask clearly and receive what is right for me. While these swaps seem small, they change how the body feels about the next action. The breath settles, the shoulders relax, the mind becomes a better friend. Use I choose when the mind storms. When thoughts race, slow everything down with a simple count. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. On the exhale, say, I choose one next step. Write that step on paper. Keep it tiny. Make it human. I choose to send one message. I choose to take a short walk. I choose to wash the dishes for 5 minutes. After that step, say, I choose to notice what improved. Even if the improvement is small, it matters. It teaches the mind to look for movement, not flaw. I choose also restores balance when the inner critic grows loud. If the critic says, you are behind, answer, I choose a steady pace, and steady is enough. If the critic says, you do not know how, answer, I choose to be teachable. If the critic says, no one understands, answer, I choose to understand myself and seek kind support. Each answer is a hand on your own shoulder. Each answer tells the body, you are not alone in here. There is guidance. There is care. Make a small journal space for choice. Title a page, Today I Choose. Fill it with 3 lines each morning. 1 choice for the body, 1 choice for the mind, 1 choice for the heart. Body, I choose nourishing food. Mind, I choose gentle thoughts. Heart, I choose patience. In the evening, add a single line. A choice I kept today was. Celebrate even the smallest kept choice. Every kept choice strengthens the inner root. There is also mirror work that gives I choose a strong anchor. Stand or sit with the mirror at eye level. Look softly into your own eyes. Breathe. Say, I choose to be on my side. Pause. I choose thoughts that heal me. Pause. I choose to act with kindness toward myself. If tears rise, that is okay. If there is resistance, that is okay too. Let the face stay soft. Let the breath be slow. Repeat the lines 3 times. Close with, I choose a tender pace. Over days, the face will show more ease. The eyes will hold more light. The body will start to trust this new leader within. Choice is not a demand to do more. It is permission to do what is kind and true. It welcomes no when no is needed and yes when yes is right. It welcomes help. It welcomes rest. It welcomes learning. Let the phrase, I choose, walk with you through each doorway today. Let it hold your hand when doubt rises. Let it be a soft lantern. Whisper it now, one more time. I choose. Allowing is a soft art. It is not giving up. It is not being passive. It is relaxing the grip so wisdom can work. When the mind clutches a plan too tightly, the body tenses. The brow pulls in. The neck stiffens. The breath becomes thin. Allowing loosens the fist and opens the hand. Open your hand now and feel the change. A clenched hand signals fight. An open hand signals space. Space is where answers appear. I allow is the phrase that creates this space. It says, I open a little. I welcome support. I trust the good that wants to meet me. Say quietly, I allow. Notice how those words feel inside the chest. Pair them with a long, easy exhale. Inhale through the nose for 4. Exhale through the mouth for 6. On the exhale, say, I allow ease. Again, inhale for 4, exhale for 6. I allow help. One more time. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. I allow good to come to me in expected and unexpected ways. The body responds to these words with a small release. The shoulders drop, the jaw loosens, the belly softens. This is the body's way of saying, thank you for not forcing me. Allowing works beautifully with timing. There is the time to act and the time to soften. When action grows frantic, allowing says, I will act from steadiness, not panic. When nothing seems to move, allowing says, I trust that movement is forming beneath the surface. Let the breath be proof. You cannot see the breath moving through your body, but you feel the result: warmth, calm, clarity. I allow is like that. You allow, and life begins to line up in ways that make sense later. Some worry that allowing will open the door to chaos. Healthy allowing includes boundaries. It includes saying no with peace. It includes leaving situations that harm. It includes choosing rest when the body asks for it. I allow is not a green light for everything. It is a green light for what is kind, true, and timely. Try the sentence, I allow what supports my healing, and I release what does not. Feel how balanced that sounds. There is room for yes, and there is room for no. The body loves this balance. Use I allow when trying to control every detail. Control squeezes life. Allowing gives it air. When a plan changes, say, I allow a better plan to reveal itself. When waiting is required, say, I allow patience to hold me. When fear rises, say, I allow this feeling to pass through me without taking over. This last line is powerful. It lets emotion move like a wave that comes and goes. You are the shore. The wave touches you and then returns to the sea. The shore stays steady. Create small allowing moments during the day. 2-minute allow breaks are simple and strong. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Sit with your feet flat on the floor. Let your hands rest open on your thighs. Inhale gently, exhale longer. On each exhale, repeat, I allow. If thoughts tug, nod to them and return to the phrase. When the timer ends, check the body. There will be a softer tone in the muscles and a clearer feeling in the mind. This is the power of allowing practiced in tiny doses. There is a mirror practice that suits I allow. Look into your eyes with kindness. Say, I allow ease in my body. Pause. I allow peace in my mind. Pause. I allow kindness into my life. Pause. If it feels right, add, I allow myself to be guided. Notice if the throat loosens as you speak. Notice if there is a little warmth behind the sternum. These are signs that the body is listening and welcoming this new way. Journaling works well here too. On a fresh page, right at the top, what am I ready to allow? List 5 small things. Make them real and simple. I allow help with chores. I allow a slower morning. I allow quiet time without guilt. I allow laughter. I allow a good outcome even if I cannot see it yet. Close the page with the sentence, I allow goodness to meet me today, and I meet it with an open heart. Keep this page nearby. Read it at noon when stress peaks. Read it at night when thoughts replay. Receiving is part of allowing. Practice with tiny acts. If someone offers a kind word, let it land. Say, thank you, and breathe as if the compliment is a warm wind entering the chest. If help is offered and it feels right, say yes. If a moment of rest appears, take it. If the sun touches your face, be there for a few breaths and let it enter. Allowing teaches the mind that safety is possible. A safe mind allows the body to repair. Digestion improves when control softens. Sleep deepens when control softens. Choices improve when control softens. These are not small shifts. They are the groundwork of healing. When the urge to force returns, use a simple sequence. Notice, soften, name, allow. Notice the tightness. Soften the jaw and shoulders. Name what is here. Tension is here, or worry is here. Then say, I allow this feeling to move through me, and I allow a kind solution to appear. Stay with 3 slow breaths. Touch the ground with the feet. Open the hands again. You have returned to the open palm. You have returned to trust. Seal this section with a quiet breath and a soft smile. Whisper, I allow, and let the words echo gently through the body. These words are a doorway. On the other side of that doorway is ease. Safety is the soil where all these words can grow. When the inner world does not feel safe, the body stays in a brace. The breath sits high. The heart runs fast. The skin reads the room as if every sound is a threat. I am safe is a healing key. It does not deny that life can be hard. It tells the body what is true in this present moment. In this breath, in this chair, in this room, there is ground under the feet. There is air moving in and out. There is a heart with a steady beat. The body needs to hear this. The body needs a calm leader who will say, in this moment, I am safe and I can relax a little. Start with the simplest anchors. Feel the contact points. Feet on the floor, seat on the chair, back supported. Name softly what is seen. A wall, a window, a cup, a lamp. Name what is heard. A fan, a voice in the distance, a quiet hum. Name what is felt. Fabric on the skin, air on the face, warmth in the hands. This gentle scan tells the nervous system, you are here now. Inhale through the nose for 4. Exhale through the mouth for 6. On the exhale, say, I am safe. Repeat this 3 times. Touch the ground with the soles of the feet as if saying hello to the earth. The earth answers with a feeling of support. Some alarms are old. The body remembers hard moments and keeps ringing even when the room is calm. This is not a fault. It is the body trying to protect. I am safe teaches the alarm to trust the present. When the body rings, meet it with warmth. One hand on the heart, one on the belly. Slow breath, gentle words. I see that you are trying to protect me. Thank you. In this moment, I am safe. Feel how the heart responds to being spoken to with respect. It slows a little. The breath spreads wider. A pathway clears. Use I am safe at the start of the day to set tone. Before stepping out of bed, touch the heart and whisper, I am safe in my body. I am safe to breathe. Stand and feel the feet. Let the knees be soft. Let the shoulders settle. Walk slowly to the first task. At midday, if stress rises, step outside if possible, or look out a window. Find a color in the world and rest your eyes on it for a few breaths. Say, I am safe right now. Let your gaze widen so both sides of the room enter your vision. Wide gaze tells the body it can stop scanning for danger. In the evening, while lying down, breathe low into the belly. Exhale long and slow. Say, it is safe to rest. If thoughts push, answer with, I am safe. I will care for this tomorrow. Repetition builds trust. There is a simple movement called the butterfly hold. Cross the arms over the chest so each hand rests on the opposite upper arm. Tap softly, left and right, like a slow heartbeat. While tapping, breathe and say, I am safe. This rhythm calms the system. It brings attention back to the body in a kind way. Another safety cue is to press the tongue gently to the roof of the mouth and relax the jaw at the same time. This tells the face to soften, and when the face softens, the mind follows. Language helps safety stay steady. Swap, I can't handle this for, I am safe, and I can handle one step. Swap, everything is too much for, I am safe, and I can move at a pace that fits. Swap, this always goes wrong for I am safe, and I can try a new way. Feel the immediate difference. The first set floods the body with stress. The second set gives comfort and a direction. Comfort plus direction equals calm power. Let the mirror hold your safety words. Look into your eyes with care and speak slowly. In this moment, I am safe. Pause. It is safe to breathe. Pause. It is safe to be kind to myself. If tears rise, breathe through them. Tears are the body washing away old fear. Smile softly if it comes naturally. Not a forced smile, just a small sign of peace. Close with, I am safe, and I am held by life. Let that final line rest in the chest like a warm stone. Create a safety map in your journal. 3 columns: people, places, practices. In the first column, list supportive connections, even if the list is small. In the second, list spots that bring ease: a chair by the window, a park bench, a quiet corner. In the third, list practices that soothe: breath count, warm tea, a short walk, gentle music, a bath, the butterfly hold, a call to a caring voice. On a day when nerves rise, choose one from each column. Say, I am safe and I choose support. Watch the body soften as the plan becomes simple and clear. Bring I am safe into small moments. Before opening a message, say, I am safe. Before a talk, say, I am safe. When the phone rings, say, I am safe. These micro phrases train the body to stay grounded during normal tasks. Over time, the baseline of calm rises. The mind sees more options. The heart trusts its own signals. The body rests deeper. Healing moves faster in a safe system because energy is not being spent on constant guard duty. If a strong wave of fear arrives, use a short sequence. Plant, breathe, say, look. Plant the feet. Breathe in for 4, out for 6. Say, I am safe. Look for 3 calm objects in the room. Name them slowly. This pulls attention out of the storm and into the present shore. Repeat until the wave passes. When it does, give thanks to the body for staying with you. Whisper, you did well. I am safe. Safety is a gift you can give to yourself moment by moment. It is the ground from which I choose and I allow can grow tall and steady. With safety, choice is clear. With safety, allowing is wise. Speak the words now with a soft breath. I am safe. Let them settle into your bones. Let them wrap around your heart. Let them travel with you through the rest of this day, steady and kind. Gratitude is a gentle door that opens the heart to receive. The phrase, thank you, I receive, is both an appreciation and a clear signal to the mind and body that support is welcome here. Gratitude softens the chest. Receiving widens the breath. Together they create a kind flow, appreciation going out, goodness coming in. Say the words softly now, letting them ride on a long, easy exhale. Thank you, I receive. Notice the body's answer. The shoulders begin to rest lower. The face relaxes. A small warmth spreads behind the sternum. That warmth is the body saying yes. It is a sign that the nervous system is shifting from guard to welcome. This phrase also teaches the mind to notice small gifts, light through a window, a sip of water that feels nourishing, a moment of quiet that steadies the day. Each time the words are spoken with sincerity, the inner door opens a little more. Receiving is a practice. Many were taught to give until empty and to wave away help. That pattern makes the body tight and the breath thin. Thank you, I receive, rewrites that pattern with kindness. Begin with tiny acts. If a kind word arrives, let it land. Breathe in as if the compliment has weight and rested in the heart. Say, thank you, I receive, and allow a small smile if it comes naturally. If help is offered in a way that feels right, accept it with a slow breath and the same phrase. If life places a simple kindness in the path, a seat opening up, a shorter line, a bit of extra time, place a hand on the heart and whisper, thank you, I receive. These moments teach the body that it is safe to be supported. Safety invites repair. Repair invites energy. Energy invites inspired action. Pair gratitude with the body so it becomes felt, not only thought. Place both feet flat and rest the hands open on the thighs. Inhale through the nose for 4. Exhale through the mouth for 6. And on that lengthened breath say, "Thank you, I receive." Do this 3 times, morning and evening. The open hands tell the body that clenching can stop. The long exhale tells the heart that it can slow. The brain learns to associate these words with ease, and it will begin to return to them in stressful hours. This is how a phrase becomes an anchor. Repeat it with breath and presence until the whole system trusts it. Let receiving extend to the simple gifts the day already holds. Warm water over the hands, a gust of fresh air on the face, a gentle note in a song, a steady chair beneath the body. Pause and allow these to be enough for a breath or two. Whisper, "Thank you, I receive." Gratitude here is not a demand to feel happy. It is permission to notice what steadies you, even for a moment. The mind learns to scan for support instead of scanning only for threat. This shift changes chemistry. Muscles release some of their stored tension. The stomach quiets. The breath moves lower in the body. These are not small changes. They are the foundation of healing. There is a mirror practice that pairs well with receiving. Look softly into your eyes. Breathe slowly. Say, "Thank you for staying with me." Pause. "Thank you, body, for your work today." Pause. "Thank you, life. I receive support, love, and abundance. If tears rise, let them fall. Tears can be a sign that walls are softening. Close with a slow exhale and a small nod. This nod is a sign of agreement with your own well-being. Over time, the mirror will feel like a friend, and the body will relax more quickly at the first words of gratitude. Journaling can deepen the receiving practice. On a fresh page each day, write 3 lines that begin with, "Thank you for." Keep them grounded and simple. Thank you for the warm mug. Thank you for the quiet moment at noon. Thank you for the breath that calmed me. Then add 1 receiving line. Today I receive. Keep this one simple too. Today I receive help with ease. Today I receive a clear next step. Today I receive the rest my body asks for. Close the page by placing a hand on the heart and saying the phrase once more. This daily loop guides attention toward support and gives the body a reliable rhythm of welcome. Language also matters when receiving. If the habit is to say, "You didn't have to," try, "Thank you, that means a lot." If the habit is to say, "It's nothing," try, "Thank you, I'm glad it helped." If the habit is to wave away offers, try, "Thank you, yes, I receive." These small swaps keep the door open and teach the mind that goodness is not a debt to be repaid in full before rest is allowed. Goodness is a flow. Allow it to move in both directions. Give with joy and receive with grace, and let the breath be smooth in both. When the day feels tight and hope seems thin, the receiving practice becomes even more valuable. Sit for 2 minutes and repeat on each exhale, "Thank you, I receive." Do not force any feeling. Just pair the phrase with breath. Trust that the body is listening, even if the mind is busy. End with 1 gentle choice that matches the words. Drink water slowly. Take 5 steps outside. Loosen the shoulders. Place a warm cloth on the neck. These acts are the body's way of hearing and answering your gratitude. The loop is complete. Grateful words, receiving breath, kind action. Now bring attention to the words used all day long, the phrases that run on old tracks. Language hygiene is a loving practice that turns those tracks into paths that support life. Begin with curiosity, not judgment. Notice the heavy words that drain energy: should, must, always, never, nothing, everything. Notice how the body reacts when they appear: shoulders tense, jaw tightens, breath lifts high. Then bring in kinder, truer replacements. I should becomes I can or I choose. I must becomes I intend or I will take one step. Always and never become often, sometimes, or not yet. These swaps may seem small, but they change how the body prepares for the next action. A tense sentence prepares for struggle. A kind sentence prepares for steady movement. Keep a small card or note in a pocket or near a screen that lists your personal swaps. For example, it's too hard. I can take one kind step. I'm bad at this. I am learning. I don't have time. I will choose a time that fits. I blew it. I notice what happened and I grow. Each time a heavy phrase slips out, pause, breathe, and say the new sentence aloud. The pause is the key. It interrupts the old pattern and allows the new one to take root. Over weeks, the new phrases will come first. The body will relax more often because it hears words it can work with. Tone matters as much as words. The nervous system hears tone before meaning. If a sentence is gentle, the body softens enough to listen. Practice speaking to yourself as you would speak to someone cherished. Use warm vowels. Slow your pace. Lower the volume a little. Try saying a supportive line in 3 tones, harsh, flat, then warm, and notice how the body responds each time. The warm tone will loosen muscles and lengthen the breath. It will also help new phrases stick. Tone is the soil. Words are the seeds. Language hygiene includes how goals are framed. Swap pressure for direction. Instead of, I have to fix everything, say, I will tend one area today. Instead of, I need to be perfect, say, I will be present. Instead of, I'm behind, say, I can choose a pace that fits. These lines steady the inner world. A steady inner world makes wise choices without burning out. The mind begins to trust itself, and the body begins to share energy for growth rather than for constant defense. Create a 5-minute language scan at the end of the day. Sit with a notebook. Write down 3 sentences you said to yourself that felt heavy, then write their swaps. Close with one statement that feels both kind and true, such as, I am learning to speak to myself with care. Breathe that line in slowly and let it rest in your chest. Over time, this nightly scan will wash away harshness and leave clarity behind. Bring these words into everyday tasks. While washing dishes, I choose a calm pace. While opening a message, I can be clear and kind. While planning the next hour, I will include small pockets of rest. While meeting a challenge, I can ask for support and I can give myself grace. These lines are ropes across a bridge. Hold them as you cross into each part of the day. They will not break. They are made of your own steady attention and care. Let's gather the practices into a simple rhythm that fits into real life. Begin with mirror work. Stand or sit with the mirror at eye level. Relax the jaw and the shoulders. Place one hand on the heart and breathe slowly. Look into your eyes as if greeting an old friend. Speak 3 phrases, 1 breath between each. I am willing. I choose thoughts that support my healing. I allow good to come to me. If it feels right, add, in this moment, I am safe. Finish with, thank you, I receive. Repeat this sequence once in the morning and once at night. Each phrase lights a lantern along the path. Repetition turns lanterns into daylight. Journaling can be brief and powerful. Keep 1 page for 3 daily prompts. In the morning, answer, one kind choice I make today is, something I am ready to allow is, and support I am willing to receive is. At night, answer, a moment I felt safe was, words that helped me were, and I will treat myself with care by. Keep the language simple and honest. No need for long entries. The body responds to clarity, not length. Build a gratitude loop that begins and ends the day. As eyes open, whisper, "Thank you for this breath." Sit for 30 seconds and let the phrase settle. Before sleep, place a hand on the belly and one on the heart. Breathe low and slow. Whisper, "Thank you for this day. Thank you, I receive rest." This loop signals the nervous system that the day has a soft start and a soft landing. Soft beginnings and endings make everything in between easier to navigate. Add tiny breath breaks during the day. Use a simple rule. Before any new task, take one slow inhale and one longer exhale while repeating a phrase that fits the moment. Starting work. I choose a clear step. Moving rooms. I am safe. Sending a message. I speak with care. Resting. I allow ease. These micro practices keep the inner world aligned without adding extra weight to the schedule. They are small rivers feeding a steady lake. There is also a 3-stone practice. Keep 3 small stones or tokens where they can be touched easily: pocket, desk, or bag. Each stone stands for a phrase: willingness, choice, receiving. In the morning, hold the first stone and say, "I am willing." Midday, hold the second and say, "I choose." Evening, hold the third and say, "Thank you, I receive." If you prefer, let the stones represent safety, allowing, and kindness. Physical anchors help the body remember. For moments of strong emotion, use a gentle sequence you already know how to do. Plant the feet, lengthen the exhale, speak a simple truth. Tension is here, and I am safe. Fear is here, and I allow it to pass. Sadness is here, and I choose to care for it. These lines neither push feelings away nor pull them in too tightly. They allow emotion to move, and moving emotion harms no part of you. After 3 breaths, add one body-based act, pressing the feet into the ground, placing a warm hand on the chest, sipping water, and one soft phrase of support. This combination of breath, truth, and touch brings the body back to center. Let daily language be purposeful. When catching a harsh sentence, do not scold yourself. Pause, breathe, and gently reword it. That small change is the work. When you receive a kindness, let it land. That small acceptance is the work. When you feel safe for one moment longer than yesterday, notice it. That noticing is the work. Over days and weeks, these choices weave a new inner climate, steady, kind, and open to good. As the journey gathers, see how the phrases fit together like fingers of one hand. I am willing opens the door. I choose guides the step. I allow clears space for help and wisdom. I am safe gives the body permission to relax and hear the heart. Thank you, I receive, completes the circle and teaches life that the door of your house is open to goodness. These are not magic spells, they are living agreements with the self. Each time they are spoken with breath and sincerity, the inner ground turns softer and stronger at once. Let today close with a simple integration. Sit quietly. Place one hand on the heart, one on the belly. Inhale through the nose for 4. Exhale through the mouth for 6. Speak each phrase on its own breath, slow and caring. I am willing. I choose. I allow. I am safe. Thank you. I receive. Pause and feel the echo. Let the body tell you how it hears these words, perhaps with a deeper breath, a looser jaw, a calmer chest. Trust these signs. They are proof of alignment. Growth seldom arrives in a single leap. It gathers through small, kind steps taken again and again. Choose one practice to carry forward right now. It might be the mirror sequence, the 3-stone ritual, the breath breaks, or the nightly language scan. Keep it simple and steady. If a day is missed, begin again without blame. Beginning again is a sacred act. It proves that care is stronger than any old habit. Carry a quiet message into the next hours. I am on my side. Let that line be the seat you rest on, the hand you hold. the tune you hum under your breath. When a challenge appears, meet it with a calm inhale and a longer exhale. Choose a phrase that fits and speak it softly. When a kindness appears, receive it. When the body asks for rest, allow it. When the mind seeks direction, choose it. When the heart wants to know it is safe, tell it the truth. Right now, I am safe. This is the gentle way. It is not loud, but it is strong. It is not rushed, but it is faithful. Each breath is a chance to practice. Each word is a chance to heal. The universe meets clear, kind language with steady support. Keep the door open with simple phrases and caring actions. Let life partner with you in big ways and small. End with one final breath and a soft chorus inside. I am willing. I choose. I allow. I am safe. Thank you. I receive. Let these words walk with you. Let them light your path. Let them shape a life that feels calm, clear, and deeply loved.